Good afternoon. Am I speaking with Mr. Flabby?
Dear Flabby, I've got a question for you. I have a little
Dear Flabby and Flabster, this is my second time asking. I'm an engineering student in college who did an internship at a utility company. I'm wondering why engineers hate technicians, machinists, and vice versa. Love the show. Thanks. So, one, why the fuck do you think I give a fuck if this is your second time asking?
That's what you picked out of this?
Well, you start a note off with passive aggressive bullshit. That it's not a matter of people hating engineers or hating machinists. It's people hate passive aggressive bullshit.
Right. I don't think that's true because I hate most engineers.
Okay, so this is actually a really good question for us to answer.
Right.
Because you're a tool maker.
Yes.
/ technician. I'm an engineer.
/ technician.
No, I used to be a technician many years ago. Before I got smart.
Yes.
So,
I
would
can
you
tell
like to go first?
Yes, I can tell you why there is a divide. I don't really hate engineers. So what ends up happening on my job in particular is the engineers will design something and they'll design it from their computer and they'll say, from the model, this looks like it'll work great. And there is literally no way to build whatever it is they fucking designed. Like they've got shit that you could never build with all the equipment in the world, right? And we have fairly limited equipment. Like they'll design a pin that's 48 inches long or whatever with a tolerance of 1,000th straightness or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it's not going to happen. But like they over tolerance everything. They don't understand how things fit together in the real world. They don't understand how things are built in the real world. And it is super annoying. And then you go to ask them like and what you get is condescension because they're smarter than you. Just fucking build it. I drew the print. Just fucking build the damn thing. It's annoying.
Yeah, so you made my argument for me because there's nothing more annoying than having an incompetent machinist or an incompetent worker. Like, I don't know how to make this. I've only got a drill press. Like, motherfucker, I don't give a fuck if you know how to do it. I'll outsource it. That's why I'll send all the work to fucking Mexico because they just come through like, what are you buying? And then they bring you your fucking pen. They don't, you never have any Mexicans coming to me saying, I can't make this.
Because they don't know how to say that in English.
But yeah, you fucking union member cocksuckers, though. You're like, well, that's not my job. You have to call an electrician to get him to come over here and do that.
Awesome.
Oh, you don't know how to do it? Yeah, I know how to do it.
I'm just
not going to do it.
I'm just not going to. And there ain't shit you can do about it. So the way it works is they have prints sometimes for some of our stuff. They have prints drawn outside, not in America. And those prints come back and we have print review meetings and the engineers are all supposed to sit down and say, here's the print for this part. Here's the part that's going to fit on this, on this fixture that they're building. And okay, this is going to work. This is going to work. And they used to invite tool makers. And then the tool makers would say, well, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. This needs changed. And those short meetings would turn into an hour long of the tool maker saying, that's not going to work. Redesign this. That's not going to work. Redesign this. So to solve that problem, they just stopped inviting the tool makers and just pushed all the prints through.
Right.
That's an engineering problem.
And no, that is a fucking worker bee problem.
Worker bee.
If you just, okay, I can translate this to this podcast.
Uh-huh.
I tell you to do something,
mm-hmm.
and you say, well, that's not going to work.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, that's your job to make that work. And you say, I don't have the capability.
Mm-hmm.
Then I say, I will find somebody that does.
Mm-hmm.
And we went through that in our podcast. It's the same fucking thing.
So
I said, make us famous. You said, I don't know how. I said, just do it. I don't have that capability.
So you outsourced it to
Kaya.
Officially somebody else. I wasn't going to say that directly, but you know. Oh my God. There is always going to be a line between the people that think, the people that have a degree and think they're smarter, and the people that actually do the fucking work.
Yeah, see,
we do the work.
You're the fucking divide.
No.
Your attitude
No.
is the fucking divide. You sit there
No.
and say the people that have a degree who think they're
Right.
smarter. So
Right.
there's a negative connotation with
Yes,
the people
there
that
is.
design everything.
Negative connotation because they're negative, yes.
No, it's because you are stupid. I've worked with you and your type my entire
Your type.
life.
What do you mean by that type? Your type.
I know you people and how you people act. You sit there on your extended lunch breaks and all you do is sit around like, well, they don't know what they're doing. Well, motherfucker, maybe if you could get away from your fucking lunch table and come over here and talk about this, we could talk through some of these fucking problems. But instead, all you say, motherfucker, and I bet you've said this, well, you're the engineer, you figure it out. Okay, well, fuck yourself then. You're going to get a 4-foot fucking pin, you cocksucker. Figure it out.
Yes, that is, I do say that because you give me something that you designed and you say, make this. And I say, well, that's not going to work. Well, redesign it and make it work. I'm not a fucking designer. You're a fucking engineer. You do it. That is the right answer.
Right. So
You have a job. I have a job. I build the garbage that you make it less garbagey.
okay, if you made it the way that my computer said it was going to work, it would work.
Right.
You quit being so garbagey.
I think you just need a new computer program to solve all of this. Hope that helped.
There's your answer.